Nicola Sturgeon has been accused of attempting a pre-election bribe with her announcement of £60 million in cash to spruce up children's playgrounds across Scotland. The First Minister faced criticism last month over her pledge to provide every child in Scotland with a laptop or tablet, and her latest proposal prompted a similar reaction. Mrs. Sturgeon this weekend set out a number of policies she said were intended to alleviate the pressure on Scottish families as a result of the pandemic, but political rivals were far from convinced. Michelle Ballantyne, the leader of Reform UK Scotland, told Express.co.uk, announcing freebies to entice voters when you have been the government for 14 years smacks of seedy desperation. Ms. Sturgeon can't make up for the way she has failed our children by bribing them with laptops and play parks, she added. Ms. Sturgeon has delivered declining standards of education, rising mental health problems, devastating drug and alcohol deaths and a divided Scotland that she intends if given power again to tear apart regardless of the impact on those who are most vulnerable. Her manifesto giveaways using unexplained budgets are just another example of her disdain for the intelligence of the voter. Meanwhile, Scottish Conservative leader Douglas Ross said, Nicola Sturgeon is shamelessly buying off voters to mask the SNP's abysmal 14-year record and to distract from her reckless obsession with staging an independence referendum when all our focus should be on recovery and rebuilding. Labour was no less critical, with Scottish Labour spokesperson for Communities, Local Government and Housing Pauline McNeill saying, this is just another example of the SNP trying to turn a failure of their government into an election pledge. Under the SNP government, council funding has been cut to the bone and our local authorities have been left to struggle to provide crucial services, or upgrade children's play facilities. Councils are at the heart of our communities but they cannot do the job with one hand tied behind their back. Mrs. McNeill added, after 14 years in government, and 7 years of Nicola Sturgeon as First Minister, it is insulting the public for the SNP to attempt to turn that failure into a virtue.